the beginning, there was nothing but the vast, endless void, an expanse of water and sky with no land, no people, no stars, and no life. High above the emptiness lay Orun, the heavens, where Olodumare, the supreme being, ruled with wisdom and serenity. In Orun, Olodumare gathered the Orishas, the divine spirits who held dominion over essential forces of life. Among them were Obatala, the Orisha of creation, Orunmila, the god of wisdom and prophecy, Ogun, the Orisha of iron and war, and Oshun, a spirit of love, fertility, and rivers. The heavens thrived, yet the world below remained unfinished, waiting for life to bloom. Olodumare wanted to create a world where humans could live, grow, and honor the divine. He entrusted this grand mission to Obatala. With the gifts in hand and the chains secured, Obatala began his descent from Orun, climbing carefully down towards the endless waters below. Olodumare gave Obatala a golden chain long enough to reach from Orun to the waters below. He also entrusted him with a sacred gourd filled with head, a pigeon, a hen with 5 toes, and a palm nut. Orunmila, the wise Orisha, advised Obatala on the steps he must follow to turn the void into the solid land. Halfway down, Obatala grew tired and decided to take a rest. To ease his journey, he drank some palm wine that he brought along, but the wine made him sleepy and caused him to stumble, leaving the task of creation incomplete. Seeing Obatala falter, Oduduwa, the younger Orisha and another favored child of Olodumare, decided to continue the mission. Oduduwa climbed down the chain with sacred gourd of the head in his hands. He reached the water below. He poured the earth from the gourd into the ocean, and then he released the 5-toed hen, which began scratching and scattering the head across the water, spreading it far and wide. Bit by bit, the land began to form beneath its claws. Wherever the hen scratched, mountains and valleys emerged. Plains stretched out like carpets of sand, and hills began to rise from the depths. The first land was called Ile-Ife, the place where the world began. But Ile-Ife was still soft and unstable. Oduduwa knew it would take more than the soil to make it strong, so he placed the pigeon on the land, and with each flutter of its wings, the ground became firmer. The earth finally held its shape and ready for the Orishas to continue their work. Once the land was solid, the Orishas descended from Orun to begin shaping life. Obatala, having recovered from his rest, molded the first humans from clay. But due to the palm wine's influence, some of his creations were imperfect. Some were born blind, others were crooked limbs. And this is why to this day, Obatala is honored as the god of people with disabilities, for he embraces their uniqueness as part of his divine plan. With the land in place and humans molded from clay, the world still lacked one thing: light. Olodumare breathed life into the sun, placed it in the sky to illuminate the earth. He scattered the stars across the night, and the moon was placed to rule over darkness. At last, the world was complete, a harmonious balance of life and light. Ile-Ife became the cradle of civilization where gods and humans coexisted in harmony. It was here that Oduduwa reigned as the first king, the progenitor of the Yoruba people. The legacy of that divine creation remains alive today, as the city of Ile-Ife is still regarded as the spiritual heart of the Yoruba people, where the sky met the sea and the land first rose from waters. And so, the world was formed, a masterpiece of divine collaboration between Olodumare, the Orishas, and the spirit of creation. The story of our origins reminds us of the importance of unity, purpose, and the beauty in imperfection. Thank you for listening to the Yoruba story of creation. Don't forget to subscribe to African Mythology Explained for more stories of gods, legends, and mysteries from across Africa.